From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
Hey, good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Sure hope you had a great weekend so far. Yesterday was gorgeous. We made it to 76 degrees in Knoxville, so a nice warm day in the direct sunlight. Felt pretty good in the shade, but we are talking about those changes that are going to be heading our way as we head through the next 24 to 48 hours. So this morning, we started off with temperatures in the 40s, 50s, some chillier temperatures up across the higher peaks of the Smokies where we've had some low to mid 40s. But all in all, we've been in the 40s and 50s this morning. As we get into the lunchtime hour, temps will climb into the 70s. Actually, it's going to be a little bit of a warmer day ahead of us today with our forecast highs making it into the low to mid 80s. So this is the warmest day of the 7-day stretch. Big changes are on the way because the cold front brings us gusty winds throughout the day and those warmer temperatures. But this evening, the front comes on through, may spark off a few isolated evening storms, and then a big drop in our temperatures with a chance for some frost and maybe some flurries across the higher elevations. Ooh, do I have your attention? Here we go. Wind gusts throughout the day today. We start the clock this morning. Winds are going to be gusting 20 to 30 miles per hour. So it is going to be a rather breezy and gusty day. And then the winds will relax as we get into the evening. The Storm Prediction Center has actually expanded the level 1 risk for some isolated strong thunderstorms. So that's going to be later on this evening, anytime after about 7 o'clock here tonight. We do have that chance for a few storms to pop off. Now, we're looking at the low end of damaging winds and hail, not looking at any tornado potential and no flooding or flash flooding concerns whatsoever, but it would be a rather gusty day, and we have cold air aloft, so some hail could form. And again, some of those storms could become strong. So let's pick up our timeline at 7 o'clock here tonight. And you can see by 8, 9 o'clock, we're going to start to see a few showers and thunderstorms start to fire up. As we get in the 10 to 11 o'clock hour, all the way through midnight, it's going to race its way on through. So it's not going to last very long, but these showers and thunderstorms could crack a few claps of thunder and also produce a little bit of hail. But as we get into the early morning hours, we'll have clear skies. And that's really when temperatures begin to drop pretty quickly. Our dew point drops drastically back behind the front. So the front comes through later on this evening during the early overnight hours. Dew points drop. That means our morning lows are going to drop as we get into our Monday morning. We're going to start off in the 40s and the 50s for our day on Monday, but only colder air will continue to settle its way on in back behind it as we get into our Tuesday and even more so on Wednesday. So our temperature trend on Monday, we're going to start off in the 40s and 50s. We'll climb only into the mid 60s, so it is going to be a rather cooler Monday. And then as we get into our Tuesday morning, even chillier weather is expected to work its way on through. And then Tuesday into Wednesday, another little piece of energy in the upper parts of the atmosphere swing their way on through, a little pendulum around the trough. And that is going to spark off, well, the possibility of some colder air. Well, we know that. So colder air aloft, temperatures above, but in the mountains are going to be probably below freezing, which may lead to the Appalachian Mountains all the way from East Tennessee, North Carolina, up into Virginia and West Virginia to see a little bit of snow. So maybe a few flurries thanks to some colder air and that little piece of energy moving its way on through. Nothing to write home about, but definitely could see a little taste of old man winter. Low temperatures will be even colder back behind that piece of energy on Thursday morning. That's likely to be our coldest morning. We're going to be down into the low to mid 30s, so likely to see some frost forming through the middle part of the week. High temperatures, we're going to be in the 80s today, and then we're going to drop into the 50s and 60s as we get into the middle part of the week for high temperatures. So it is going to be rather on the cool or chilly side, and so you'll see those highs staying on the rather cool side. All right, then a ridge of high pressure starts to build its way back into the area. So this little pocket of colder air does not last very long whatsoever. Here's your 7-day forecast. We go from the 80s today down into the 50s and 60s for the rest of the week. But as we get into next weekend, of course, we got a big football game once again next weekend. And it looks like temperatures will rebound back into the 70s, giving us some nice fall weather. Check it on the East Tennessee Weather app. Download it today. Just search East TN Weather, all one word. It's everything you need to know for weather right here in East Tennessee, plus it travels wherever you go. Have a great Sunday, everybody. We'll see you back here soon.